most motivating thing you will ever hear is you will either love yourself or hate yourself a year from now by the decisions you make now. Like the thing that you do in this moment, the thing that you step into, the thing that you're not afraid to continue to do, the thing that you're not discouraged in, the thing that you believe that you're capable of, that thing, the person that you will be a year from now will either thank you for starting or hate you because you didn't. And there is no worse feeling than resentment. Then knowing that we had the capacity and the capability of starting now, but we were too afraid of what people would say. We were too afraid of what we would look like. We were too afraid of failure. We were too afraid of ourselves not doing it or not succeeding in it that we just didn't bother starting. And I know that this is like almost beating a dead horse, but I think that this is one of the most motivating things when we actually sit with it. Like when we sit here and say, am I going to be happy? Am I going to be joyful with not doing this? Or am I going to be joyful with trying? Because even if you fail, you know the reality that there was effort put behind it. And this applies to literally everything you could ever think of, the relationships you're in, the careers you're in, the podcast, the creating, the content, whatever it is, the reality of life is that you will either love you or hate you later on for what you did now. And I just remember this quote that always just pushes me in a different way, is that the definition of hell is the day you die, you encounter the person that you could have been. And they look back at you and say, why didn't you? You were capable. You had all the talent, all the ability. You had all this gifting, and you chose to not do it because you were afraid of what you would look like, or you were too scared of the work or the effort, or you were discouraged because you thought that other people were better than you. I need you to realize that you will meet you one day. You will encounter you, and that's not even just hell, it's life. You will sit there one day and have to disseminate why you did or didn't do the things that you were fully capable of doing. And there has to be a moment where something breaks in us. There has to be a moment where we realize that we're capable of so much more, that we're capable of so many things. But if we allow everything else to stop us from being that person, then we've allowed everything else to win. The biggest enemy you will ever face, there's two actually, but the main one is you. You will always be your own biggest enemy because you were called to be your own biggest cheerleader. You speak to you consistently. You are in your thought, you're in your mind every single day. That's something that no one else has access to. And we allow that to happen. We allow ourselves to be the enemy. We allow ourselves to be the villain. We allow ourselves to create this chasm between who we're capable of being and who we are right now. I speak from experience. There's some things that I've had access to that I was so excited for, that I was growing in, and then it felt like the rug was pulled from underneath me. And I got to admit, it was my fault. I had a thousand excuses that I can give, and I don't give those excuses power because they're just that, excuses. But I was so preoccupied with everything else that I had to do, that I still have to do, that I let the ball drop. I didn't step in how I was capable. I just basically did the bare minimum, and that's my fault. But the choice here is, does that either dictate what I do next? Is that it? It's over because I failed in one thing that I had so much privilege in? Or is it something that just lifts to say, look, wait, you were there. You were in that door. That means that you can get even more than what you were in before, but you have to work as hard. We have to realize that that's the person we need to become. The one that looks at us, that says that we're capable of these things. There's so many things that I'm working on that I need work on, but I'm well aware of the effort that I'm putting behind it. We can't say that we desire these things and then become afraid to do it. We become afraid to let go of what you need to let go of. We become afraid of not doing as well as we think we should. We become afraid of letting everyone else control us. I said that there were two enemies. And there's another enemy, which is probably as bad as you, is the frenemy. It's the person that you've allowed close enough to you that has dictated everything around you. And they're the ones that end up hurting you the most, because we've given them access and they don't celebrate us. They're not the people that actually show up for us when we need them. They're just the people that are conveniently there because they want to hear about your failing. Sometimes as you grow and as you're becoming something better, you have to cut people off. There are people that cannot go where you're going, and all they'll try to do is weigh you down, because if you're going up and they can't go up on their own, they're going to try to keep you closer to their level, keep you away from them. Those two enemies are the ones that are always going to have victory in your life if you've allowed them to. At some point when you conquer those things, it gives you so much authority and so much power that none of those things ever bother you again. But the only way we will ever become this person is by allowing ourselves to stop giving power to something that doesn't deserve it. It's easy for us to get wrapped up in the mistakes. It's easy to get wrapped up in the failures. It's easy to get wrapped up in the thing that I could have done better. but it happened. It's already passed. I'm not saying forget about it. I'm not saying don't use that to grow, but I am saying that you can't allow that to be the weight above you. You can't allow it to consistently pull you down. You can't allow it to drag you. It will only have as much authority as you give it. So I'm challenging myself. I'm challenging you to believe, and not just believe, act in the belief that you'll be that person. Like, live that lifestyle, show up that way, do the thing that you have to do, because that's the only way you'll become who you need to become. That's the only way you'll overcome this doubt and this fear, this anxiety. That's the only way that you'll overcome this thing that has become a roadblock in so many lives. It sucks. I'm not saying it doesn't. But I am saying that you are fully capable of doing what you need to do. Do it.